Example 15 on page 430. Perform the indicated operations and simplify. So you're given three fractions, and the goal is to combine all these three fractions and then factor if necessary and simplify. Alright. Now, you're working with d fractions, right? One thing you need before you can combine these fractions to perform the addition or subtraction, is all these fractions must have the same denominator, or we call it least common denominator, LCD. And LCD is the same as the LCM of all denominators. And we learned LCM earlier, okay? To find LCM, you factor out all these denominators, x1 minus 4, 2 minus x, x plus 2, and you find the factor with the highest exponent, okay? You include all factors, but you include factors with the highest exponent or degree. Alright, we're going to find this, but let's look at denominator of each fraction. This denominator from the first fraction. Now you can rewriting this as x squared minus 2 squared. The reason I do that because recall we learned about the formula. A squared minus b squared is equal to a minus b times a plus b. So you have 4 here. If you are rewriting this to 2 squared, then you see that a right here is x, b right here after the subtraction, which is 2, right? So that means you can factor this to 2 factors. The first one is a minus b, which is x minus 2. The second one is a plus b, which is x minus a plus 2. A plus 2, okay? So we just finished factoring out the first denominator. How about the second denominator in the second fraction? Now, look like pretty much that's all you have. You cannot factor any further, but if you pay attention closely, you will see that this is x minus 2, this is x plus 2, okay? So this is 2, positive 2, this is negative 2, this is negative x, this is positive x. So this term right here and this denominator, they're the same, but opposite side, okay? For now, just leave as 2 minus x. We'll work on this later, okay? For the third denominators, which is 2 plus x. Now again, 2 plus x, right? You cannot factor any further, but you look closely, you have x plus 2 here in the first numerator. Let's rewriting this as x plus 2 because they are equivalent, right? 2 plus x is the same as x plus 2. The reason we do that is because we want to see we want to find all the common factors in all the denominators, okay? So the common is x plus 2 here. That's why I'm rewriting 2 plus x to x plus 2. Just for the format, easier to recognize it. How about this 2 minus x? 2 minus x is actually opposites of this term, right? 2, positive 2, negative 2, negative x, positive x. So you factor out negative 1 or negative, you would get negative 2 here because negative times negative 2 is positive 2 plus x. Negative times positive x is negative x. Now, if you're rewriting this as negative, then just switch the position of these terms. You have x minus 2. Okay? The reason we want to rewriting this denominator 2 minus x to negative x minus 2, the reason we want to do that because we want to write all the denominator in the same format, in a format that you can recognize it, because this x minus 2 and this x minus 2 here, it looks similar, right? Alright, now let's find the LCM, okay, of all denominators. For this first denominator, first factor right here, it happened only one time, right? To the third degree, so this x minus 2 here, is there x minus 2? Yes, there is x minus 2 here also. Okay, so you know that. And also, is x minus 2 in the third denominator? No. So you just write x minus 2. Okay. Alright. How about this? Factor x plus 2. Is there x plus 2 here? No. Is there x plus 2 here? Yes. Now this x plus 2 is raised to the first power only one time, and same thing here, raised to the first power. So make sure you're including that as x plus 2 here. Okay. So you can consider this negative in the LCD, but to make it easier, just keep it as x minus 2 times x plus 2 so that we don't have to worry about the sign, okay? Again, you can pick the LCD as x minus 2 times x plus 2, or including the negative right here. So you have negative of x minus 2 times x plus 2 is up to you. But I would keep it positive, it's easier to work with. Alright. Solution. Let rewriting this to all fractions of the same LCD, that LCD x minus 2 times x plus 2. First, rewriting all the term. Alright. For this, right? Denominator x minus 4, you can rewriting this as x minus 2 times x plus 2. Numerator stayed the same, plus 5. This 2 minus x, you can rewriting this as negative of x minus 2. For this, negative 1. This 2 plus x, we can rewriting this as x plus 2. Okay? Now, you have 3 fractions and your goal to get the LCD. So change all denominator of all these fractions to the denominator in terms of the LCD, which is x minus 2, x plus 2. Now, for this fractions, its denominator is already the LCD, because LCD is x minus 2 times x plus 2 over here. So we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about this first fraction. Just rewriting this as 2x x minus 2 times x plus 2. Okay? Now, how about this denominator? It's not the LCD yet. The LCD is x minus 2 times x plus 2. What we got is that x minus 2. So we have x minus 2. We don't have x plus 2. So to get x plus 2, you just multiply x plus 2 here to get the LCD. But also, the LCD is positive. So you need to remove this negative as well. Alright. Plus 5. So I'm going to rewriting this as x minus 2 times negative 1. Okay? This negative. And my goal is to get the LCD, so I need to multiply the missing one, which is x plus 2. And I want to remove this negative 1, so I would multiply by negative 1. Because negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. And this is the term that's part of the LCD that I don't have. So I multiply x plus 2, so that x plus 2 times x minus 2 is the LCD. If I do that, I change the original problem. So to compensate for the change, I also multiply the top as x plus 2 times negative 1. Okay? don't forget the last term, minus 1 over x plus 2. This is not the LCD yet, because only x plus 2. It needs this term, x minus 2. Okay? So I need to multiply x minus 2. Okay? So I need to multiply x minus 2 so that I will have the LCD x plus 2 times x minus 2. Again, if I multiply x minus 2, I change the original problem. To compensate, I would multiply by x minus 2 on top. Okay? X minus 2 divided by x minus 2 is 1. 1 times this third fraction is itself. Alright, let's simplify what we can. Equal x minus 2, x plus 2, 2x. We don't touch the first fractions. For this, let's simplify. 2x minus 2 times x plus 2. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Okay? 5 times all these, okay, numerator times numerator is 5 times negative 1 is negative 5 times x plus 2. Okay? 5 times this numerator is 5 times negative 1 is negative 5 times x plus 2. Negative here. X plus 2 times x minus 2. Multiply denominator with denominator, numerator with numerator. So 1 times x minus 2 is x minus 2. Alright, let's simplify. So we haven't changed the first term, so just rewriting the first term, x minus 2, x plus 2. Okay? And for this, it's just rewriting the second term as negative 5 on top times x plus 2 divided by 1 time x plus 2 is x plus 2, okay? So x minus 2 times x plus 2. The third term is negative x minus 2 on top, divided by x plus 2 times x minus 2. Now, do you see that all fractions have the same denominator? X minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 2, they're the same, okay? Alright, since all fractions have the same denominator, you can combine them now. It's one fraction, x minus 2 times x plus 2, okay? Combine, now you can combine all the numerators to 2x plus negative 5 plus negative 5 times x plus 2 minus. This might apply to all these terms, okay? So make sure you parentheses. Okay? Simplify further, you get still the same denominators. Alright, let's see. Look like you cannot factor out because they're written as one term add another term, subtract another term. This is not in the factor form. This denominator is already written in the factor form. Okay? You can only simplify the top and the bottom when both are written as the factor forms. The factor form means one factor multiplied by a factor. This is not a factor forms. This is written as one term plus another term, subtract another term. Alright, let's multiply all term out and simplify as much as we can. 2x positive times negative 5 is negative 5 times x plus 2. Negative distribute. You would have negative x, positive 2. Okay. Simplify further, you get two x here, negative 5 times x, and negative 5 times 2. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Then subtract x plus 2. Okay? And then simplify the numerator as much as you can. 2x and negative 5x are like term. You can combine each term. Not only you can combine one more x here. So 2x subtracts 5x is negative 3x. Subtract x again, you would have negative 4x. Okay? And then the negative 10 can be combined with this like term constant 2 right here. So negative 10 plus 2 is negative 8 divided by x minus 2, x plus 2. Now, if you look carefully, this top numerator, you can factor out negative 4. Okay? You factor out negative 4, you would get positive x, because negative 4 times x is negative 4. Negative times what is negative 8? Has to be positive, right? Opposite side. So positive 2. So you factor negative 4, you have x plus 2. Now, you look careful. This now, okay, the numerator is written as the factor form. A value multiplied by a factor. This is factor form. That means if you see any common factor in the numerator and denominator, cancel that out. Now, x plus 2 and x plus 2, you can factor it out as x plus 2 divided by x plus 2. The remaining terms is x plus 2 out, right? The remaining is negative 4. X plus 2 out. The remaining is x minus 2. Okay? X plus 2 divided by x plus 2 is 1. 1 times this is negative 4 divided by x minus 2. So, run out of space, so I'm going to write the answer here. Continue, okay? So, equal x plus 2 divided by x plus 2 is 1 time. Okay, so x plus 2 divided by x plus 2 is 1 time negative 4 divided by x minus 2. 1 time the fraction is the fraction. So, this is the answer for example 15 from combining the three fractions.